Hey everyone, Tanmay this side. I am currently working here at GeekyAnts as a software engineer 3. So this video is regarding our hackathon project named Rest Assured, which was recently we have delivered in a hackathon organized by GeekyAnts named Geekathon. So yeah, this our team name was Haarenge, and like with the help of my team members named Ajinkya, Yasin and Sai Kiran, we have delivered this Rest Assured AI based schema and REST API builder. So yeah, to quickly go ahead with, I will start with first of all like the slides, like what was our intuition and the problems we have solved. Then I will quickly show you like what was the product which we have built. So yeah, let's start it. So like in modern days, like these are there are a lot of challenges in API development, right? So if you can see over here, there are a lot of time gets consumed in the design and implementation process. It requires expertise in backend development and database management because you have to define a schema, right? In order to build an API, you have to follow a step-by-step procedure. Apart from that, you have to set up migrations, manage user roles, permission, and limited tools for flexible editing after generation. For example, if your schema has been generated, right? So like you have to create a new schema or new migration file in order to apply your changes, or you want to modify something. So yeah, these are some of the challenges which we are facing. So in order to tackle that, this is the solution which we have proposed. In our what our product will do is like it will generate REST APIs from user input. It will have nice user friendly interface. It will generate dynamic schema and migrations, and it will give you a lot of customizations. And apart from that, it will have a deployment support to host it on any premise. For example, whether you want to host it on any cloud EC2 instance, or you wanted to host it on your own servers or on your premise. So yeah, this is like whatever way in which you want to go ahead with, you can go ahead. So like in terms of inspiration we have taken from is the first one is the chat GPT, because like we have integrated a feedback based system in order to improve response accuracy and user satisfaction interactively, because we are using behind us in OpenAI's library in order to use it as a LLM to generate the code in real time. And apart from that, the other inspiration was Hasura. Like maybe if you guys know or not, it is a basically tool like in which you can just connect your Postgres data and it will serve a GraphQL server on your local machine. So yeah, so this was our ideation process. First of all, we have initiated a high level system design of our application. Then we have uh, I mean dissected our workflow and splitted them. Workflow gets breakdown. Apart from that, the main thing which was challenging in this project was the template engine which we have to set up. Like here we have set up a Node.js Express server as our template engine, and the last part is adding the user interactivity, like how much customization we can give to the end user. So this was our ideation process. So as you can see, this is the just high level system design of our application. Basically here, this is our main application thread, rest assured, where you can see everything is running inside a Docker container, a Postgres or Hasura, and there will be a one of our Next.js app, and we will be having a Node.js app which will be acting as our backend, and Next.js will be acting as our front end. This is just a high level idea. And apart from that, the Node.js app will communicate with the OpenAI's API in order to use our LLM model and generate the code in real time. Apart from that, whenever it generates the code, it will inject that code to our template engine. So basically, for example, this is one of our template engine which we have already set up, in which a Docker file is set up, which will be used to run these things. Like whatever app which gets builded on rest assured from the user interaction, it will have Node.js Express.js server, Prisma as an ORM, and Prisma will be communicating with the Postgres. So this is what we have defined, a predefined template, and this is how our app will gonna work. So basically, user will give input on the front end, Node.js will communicate with the OpenAI, and OpenAI generates the code for it, and it injects that code into our template, and it will generate your app. For example, this is a blog app. It will generate the required logic to the blog app. So yeah. So let's go ahead and quickly see like what will be the workflow for end user. So first of all, you have to log in and sign up and create your application. Here you have to give your application name, like what is the name of your application and a little bit description about it, so that our AI model can generate whatever schema or features accordingly. Apart from that, you have to click on generate features. The list of features will get generated over here. As you can see, for example, this is a blog app and I have given a description over here like create a blog app where I can register blog and user can sign up and give comment, right? So this is the three features which is generated the AI. Even if you don't want these features to be there, you can just suggest your suggestions and it will generate new features. After that, schema generation will take place. As you can see, this is the schema generation part. Yeah, I mean, this is how your table and attributes will gonna look like. It will be a kind of to-do list. You can edit your attributes and you want to add more fields, you can go ahead. And this will be, in the next slide, I will show you like this will be your endpoint. Basically on which feature you want which kind of endpoint and which kind of operation in terms of CRUD. Whether you want CRUD, I mean create, read, delete, update, whatever you want, you can just select them. Like here, if you have to select the checkboxes, after selecting the checkboxes, you just click on the initiate deployment and your deployment of the application will gonna get started. And then you will have a nice playground where you can interact with your application, and whether it is a get request, post request, I mean your application is ready. That's it. It is that simple. You don't have to worry about the code. So yeah, future scopes of our application, for example, like API documentation and SDK generation, we can do it. Like we are planning to go ahead with the Swagger integration and integrating like with the Swagger integrations JSON file, you can generate an SDK via OpenAI code gen. And apart from that, we are thinking to add more user interactivity and automated deployment on cloud. For example, if you want to deploy it on any premise, right, on AWS or EC2 instance, you can go ahead with that. And third party integrations, cool, why not? Because maybe you want OAuth integration and something like that, we will be going ahead with that as well. So yeah, this was our learnings when we are building that product. So we focus more on solving problems from users perspective effectively, because as you can see, we are giving as much flexibility to the user so that they can play and modify the API as much as they want to. And we have broke down the problems into iterative and manageable development tasks. Like we have broken down the problems and we are developing everything as a step by step process. So yeah, this was our slide. So to quickly start with, I will just show you the demo of my application. First, I need to sign up. I will enter name Tanmay Jaiswal and I will enter my email tanmayj@geekyants.com. I am enter the password. Yeah, so this is the dashboard which you will get initially. So first of all, I have to create application. Suppose I want to create a blog application, and suppose I have to give it a description. I am adding as a I want a blog application where user can post blogs and comment and like on it, right? So this is the description which we have created. Now I have to click on the create button. So yeah, after creation of our application, now you can see over here like this is the name of our application and this is the description which we have created. Now we have to generate features for that application. So for that we have to click on generate features. Now our AI model will go ahead and generate the features of our application. So yeah, as you can see, our AI model has generated this set of features. Like it will have a user feature, contains user information, each user has a unique ID and username password, a blog post, a comment, and like. Cool. I guess this will suffice our needs. So we have to proceed with it. Now we have to generate a schema for our application. Then for that we have to click on generate schema. It should generate the schema of our application. So let our AI model generate the schema, and if we like it, then we should go ahead and proceed with it. Okay, so yeah, you can see like we have a very nice ER diagram over here. We have a user schema, a blog post schema, a comment schema, and a like schema. Cool, I guess this suffices our needs very well, right? So we can proceed with it. We have to click on proceed. Now, basically, like this is the rough figure of the schema. In order to, generate the actual implementation behind the scene, what we are doing is like we are generating the business logic for this in our Prisma file. So the model of the schema will get appear over there. And now you can see we have everything and the schema generation is already done. Now we have to select the endpoints for each and everything so user can create themselves. Obviously, user can read themselves. We need a create read operation on the blog post, update, let us say delete as well. Now we will be having a comment operation for sure, a read operation as well. We don't want to give update and like for now. Sorry, update and delete. And apart from that, we can go ahead and create likes as well and read the likes, right? I guess this will be more than sufficient. Let's click on proceed. So basically now behind the scene, it will do is like it will create the business logic for each and everything and write it in the Node.js Express.js code. So these things I guess should be working fine. Now we have to click on start deployment. So it will run a deployment server for this. Just click on this. So deployment is started successfully, it said. So like we should be waiting till the deployment starts. So behind the scene, what we are doing is like we are just creating a deployment on a Podman app. I guess our deployment should be done by now. Let us see and check if our endpoints are working or not. For example, if I wanted to see like get list of user, if I click on send request, you can see like yeah, there is one thing already seeded. Now let's go ahead and create a user. For example, let us see what is in our schema. So we have to enter a username and a password. Cool, nice. So let's go ahead and type username and we will give it a value as anyone like Tanmay12, and we will add one more field, password. It will be something like Tanmay123456, and yeah, nice. Like we have our nice endpoints working fine. And let us see if this user has been persisted into our database or not. If I click on send user again, you can see like yeah, everything is working fine. Cool. So yeah, this is it. This is our application. Let me know if you guys have any suggestions or scope of improvisations. Please post it in the comment section. We will be very glad so we can work on. Thank you.